Welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion. I'm Mike, and we're here with Paul.
Here at Pop Culture Explosion, we watch the movies, we see the midnight shows, we get excited, and then we share our thoughts with you. Mike, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to talk about the top 10 movies of 2016.
2016 top 10. This is a list that Mike and I came up together. Some of you guys will agree with them, some of you guys will not. You guys might agree with the rankings, some of you guys might not. But hey, let's have that conversation below in the comments after this video. So, Mike, what made the number 10 movie?
Number 10 movie is Jungle Book.
Jungle Book, the live-action movie that was taken from the 1967 Disney original animated movie. And I didn't watch it, Mike.
Well, so. it's one of we had to get it on the list to replace another movie we won't talk about. But Disney's doing this a lot lately with the live-action remakes. You know, we got Beauty and the Beast coming up this year in March. So I think that I'm on board with this. I think that Jungle Book was entertaining. It was a good movie. It was a visual masterpiece. I mean, not too deep with story and plot and anything, but I was really entertained by it.
Was it a tearjerker type of movie?
No, you're talking about months and months ago. So I don't remember any tears about it. But no, it was very much in line, kind of with the original movie. You had Bill Murray played the bear. Which was really entertaining.
Yep.
So, I would recommend, taking a look at that one. It was a really cool movie. So
excellent. Well, the number 9 movie was Cloverfield Lane. Now, Christine and I were having a debate. Do we want to watch Cloverfield Lane? Do we want to see London Has Fallen? We saw Cloverfield Lane, and wow! I mean, that was such a mind blower. The whole thing with me was you just think John Goodman is just nuts. And that what's going outside is a conspiracy all in his head, and then the ending just blew me away.
Yeah. I mean, the tension in that movie was...
Oh, it was palpable.
Yeah.
So,
when with the acid tank, when it gets them, oh man, just...
That, just how it just collapsed at the end. It was just, like I said, it was a really good movie. Mike.
So number 8.
Number 8, Mike.
Number 8, Suicide Squad. Now, I think... we might get some backlash for that being in there, but and it certainly had its flaws, but
it's a good popcorn movie.
Yes.
I mean, it was fun. There really wasn't stuff to think about. It was just you go in and you're entertained. Of course, there's going to be flaws. They were doing several different things that you don't normally see in a movie, so the average beats weren't there. But at the end of the day, it was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was fresh because of the way that the format, how they introduced each of the characters. They had kind of a little thing on each of them, which you don't really get that a lot with a lot of the movies that have a lot of characters in it.
Right,
so.
they didn't have the benefit that the Avengers had, where each character had their own separate movies leading up to this one big one. So I thought they did a good job with what they had. Yeah. And number 7. X-Men Apocalypse. Loved this movie.
Yes.
I love Jean Grey. I mean, Phoenix was always one of my favorite characters. I love how McAvoy is doing with Professor X.
Yeah.
Apocalypse, he was like a storm in this movie, I thought.
Yeah. And, and I can just see us getting backlash from even having this on the list because most people's top 10 lists have like Moonlight or Silence, and we're over here watching DC movies and Marvel stuff, whatever. But we did say, this is our top 10 list. So.
Our top 10, yeah.
X-Men Apocalypse. My favorite character, Psylocke.
Oh, he still has a crush on her.
I could just watch Psylocke and doing whatever, and I'm gonna have it on my list. So
no,
I'm biased.
I like the character arc with Magneto. He tried to be a good guy. That didn't work out too well. Then he becomes this mega ultra bad guy again, and then look, he's turning back into a good guy, bad guy.
Definitely another movie with a lot of flaws, but hey, I enjoyed it.
Well, I love the frenemy relationship between him and Professor X.
So. Oh, you killed 2 million people? It's all right. It's all right.
So okay, Mike. Hold on, Mike. You saw this. I saw this one too, but you liked it a lot.
And that would be Warcraft. What are we on, number 6?
Number 6.
Number 6, Warcraft. Well, I'm a huge World of Warcraft fan / player, been in the game since basically the beginning. So of course, I went and saw it twice, and I enjoyed it. And I think it's for me, it's a fan service kind of thing where people who play the game get it. The average watcher will be, oh, that's a good movie. But when you're seeing all the locations and that place and that character, it was a lot of fun.
Now I saw the movie. I did see it. I was on the TV. And it was good. I mean, I don't play the game at all. I play StarCraft, which is by the same makers. World of
Blizzard.
Warcraft. Yes. I thought the CGI was amazing. I thought the landscape was beautiful. I liked some of the fights with the mages. I would have loved to have seen the undead race, though.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Well, maybe they'll get a sequel. It did make enough money overseas.
Yeah. So we'll see about that.
Yeah.
So number 5. RogueOne.
RogueOne.
Now, I've seen this movie now 3 times. Love it. Just from the moment they launched, loved it all the way to the end. And this was probably the only movie for me in 2016 where I didn't have anything negative to say. I love the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got it on my list too. We just did a review on this, so you can check it out. But what we have to say about it. But I thought it was a good movie. I was disappointed with the lack of Vader screen time, but we just got to get past that.
Yeah, we'll get our own Darth Vader movie.
Yeah,
we will.
I don't understand why that's not a thing right now, but
it'll happen.
Yes.
You're next.
All right, where are we at? Number 4. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. You know what? I'm really excited that we get to continue with J.K. Rowling's universe. And we saw the Harry Potter movies in the theater, and it kind of left you with this gape of nothingness. And now we've got this to hang on to, which gives head nods to the characters, and you might see younger versions of the characters, and we're getting more movies. So this was really exciting to step into a new universe, and it was a great movie, start to finish.
And when I heard that Johnny Depp was going to be in this, I was like, what? And then when I heard that Dumbledore is going to be in this as well, I'm like, what? And after watching the movie, Johnny Depp looks really awesome. He is going to be a great villain. And it makes sense now that Dumbledore, without spoiling anything, why Dumbledore is going to be in the next movie. Mm-hmm. If you've read the books, you'll get it so much better because they really don't tap on the relationship between, I always mispronounce his name, Gringle, I can't pronounce his name, guys, I'm sorry, and Dumbledore. They had a very unique relationship, and this will really go into detail with that, where the movies did not, what the books did touch base on. So, 2000.
Yeah, I didn't save you there because I don't remember the exact name either.
You know what? I've read the books twice. I've seen the movies. I have no idea how many times. I can never pronounce that guy's name. So my bad. Okay, so we're on number 3.
Mm-hmm. Number 3, Doctor Strange. Awesome.
Benedict Cumberbatch cannot do anything wrong. I mean, he was born to play Doctor Strange. He was born to play
Khan.
No. No. Oh my goodness, I can't think. Sherlock. Yes. Loved Doctor Strange. Loved the visual with that movie. Yeah,
that's a trip out movie. And it's just the next installment, the 14th hit in a row for Marvel. I mean, what else can you say about how it was awesome,
And I love the fact that he's going to be in Thor. Right,
Thor, and then of course Infinity Wars and so forth. So I mean, they kind of dropped his name, and I believe it was either maybe Winter Soldier. They dropped his name, and then he has his own movie, and now he's going to be part of the universe. So I collected Doctor Strange, over the years. Always was a fan. So this was a real treat to see.
Number 2. Deadpool. I mean, how can Deadpool not make this list? Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, Mike and I were debating on Deadpool
versus Doctor Strange,
and both of us were like, let's do a coin flip.
I mean, some of these movies you can't really put one in front of another. They're all so great.
I mean, the top 3, in my humble opinion, are just up there. No, Deadpool, they did something in a Marvel comic book The last time they did it was with The Punisher many years ago, where they made it rated R. So there was more blood, more violence, a little bit of nudity, and there was profanity. And you had to have that kind of movie with Deadpool because that's just how the character is.
Yeah, yeah. And they did it masterfully, knocked it out of the park. I mean, that was actually our first review on this channel coming up a year ago.
Yeah. And drum roll, please. The #1 movie of 2016
I mean, it's kind of hard. Moonlight.
Moonlight, yes,
No.
Moonlight.
Not
Captain America: Civil War.
Captain America: Civil War 3.
That
Captain
movie
3.
was just from start to finish.
It's the superhero movie we've been waiting for since 1985.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you have what I loved about this movie is the main bad guy is this average dude that just wants revenge. He has no superpowers. He's not a genius at all. I mean, he has to read and memorize these words, and it's just brilliant. The airport scene was just phenomenal.
Yeah, it was epic.
Spider-Man, love him.
Yeah, and Spider-Man wasn't just to add on. I mean, it was a legitimate introduction to bring him into the universe. You know, now we're going to get a trilogy of those movies. So,
yeah, we'll get Homecoming coming up pretty soon.
You know, and I think that this wasn't just a movie where you just had superheroes clashing and they disagreed or whatever. There was like some definite emotional heart going on with this. You know, you're a Winter Soldier who, you know, is having this bromance with Captain America over here, you know, and Cap's like undying devotion to try to save his friend happens to have killed his other buddy's parents. I mean, how gut-wrenching is that?
You know, my favorite line is, "I don't care, he killed my mom." Mm-hmm. You know, and you understand why Tony is what he is. I mean, you have the conversation between him and the black woman after he did that MIT speech where she said, "You're responsible for the death of my son." Then everything that he's gone through, I think it was a natural course of action for him to take that side. And I just thought it was done brilliantly. It was a great movie.
Yeah, and what I have to say about that is, initially, with the original story of Civil War, I was kind of on the side of Captain America. Like, oh, that Tony, he's just an asshole, and he's with the government, you know, and all this stuff. And watching all of the Iron Man movies and Tony Stark's character through those movies and the other movies that he's been in, and now you see the human side of him with what you just mentioned, you know, the woman saying, you know, it's your fault. I was like on Tony's side with this movie. I was having a real hard time with that. I mean, I was not against Tony Stark with this. I felt for him.
Well, I mean, are you team Captain America? Are you team Iron Man? You know, I was always team Captain America. But the thing is, though, I didn't dislike the other team. I like Captain America. I like Tony Stark. I love the Black Widow. The Vision, he's a cool character. But Hawkeye, you know, he's amazing. Black Panther, on the other side, I can't wait for his movie. So, yeah, I mean, watching the two groups fight, I liked both teams, but I was always team.
Well, and an argument can be made that they just don't have any good villains, so the superheroes fight each other.
Marvel has some amazing villains, Mike, you know this. So we are going to put links of all the reviews of the movies that we mentioned in the comment section below. That pretty much wraps up our top 10 list.
That wraps up 2016, and continue the conversation below and on Facebook. I'm sure you will.
So please, guys, we look forward to what we're going to be doing in 2017. Please, if you've enjoyed this video, like it. If you didn't like it, then don't like it. That's fine. Share the video, but hey, comment below. Give us your top 10 list. With that being said, peace out.